So in the article, you call Web3 the post-Snowden web. Why?
Mostly it was an insight that the technologies. So with Web3, what I meant by Web3 was the combination of decentralization, crypto economics, and I suppose some degree of sort of usability, a sort of common application platform that could provide what people believed they got from the web, like the services that they believed they got from the web, but actually enforce the guarantees that they were, or the I suppose the guarantees that they believed that they were getting from it. The reason that I specifically linked it to Snowden was because those guarantees had been broken in more than broken. Worked around, attacked, undermined. If I go to a website, I believe that the communication is between me and the website. I believe it's the same expectation as going to a shop, where the communication is between me and the shopkeeper. If I make a video call, I believe the communication is between me and the person I have the video call with. I do not believe that there is a government agent or a government department that is able to look in on my video call willy-nilly without judicial oversight. This was not the case. It should have been the case, but it was not the case. And not only was it not the case, it was a conscious determination by elements of the government to ensure that it was not the case. Snowden uncovered this, brought it to light. And there was rightfully a public outcry, and rightfully encryption soon after became widely utilized in order to help provide guarantees against various governments from infringing upon common expectations, and in cases, expectations that were enshrined in law. Web3 takes that a step further and actually says, well, it's all very well protecting the user's expectations from third parties, but what about protecting them from second parties? I might interact with Facebook in order to have a video call with my girlfriend, but I'm not protected from what Facebook does, with being that agent of communication. And especially with modern technology, it's perfectly reasonable for Facebook to analyze and potentially even snoop on that call. Now, of course, we've got things like end-to-end encryption, but that's still based on trust. I have to trust that the end-to-end encryption is in place.
Do you trust it?
Well, I have no reason to trust.
If you think about WhatsApp or...
I have no reason to trust WhatsApp. Indeed, I can't even trust that when Signal, which is an open piece of open source software, also has things like end-to-end encryption, giving me some safeguards against unwarranted snooping. But I don't know that the Signal app on my phone is necessarily the Signal code base that the developers have created, that I can audit, check, and make sure is legit. And this fundamental requirement of me to trust institutions and individuals that I have no reason to trust is what Web2 is built on. And introducing HTTPS doesn't, I mean, while it plugs one particular hole, it doesn't really fix this architecture of trust. Web3 starts from the bottom up to avoid this architecture of trust, avoid the need to trust intermediaries that we have no reason to trust, and no desire to trust for that matter.